What's happening, everybody? We're live. Got Dougster in the house, Turbo Tom in the house. Welcome. What's happening, you guys? How's your Friday evening? Everybody changed time but me, so I'm used to starting these at 7 o'clock, and now it's 8 o'clock here. We've got Pure Pontiac Garage in the house, Unfinished Projects in the house. Welcome. Just hanging out on a Friday evening. Finished project says 10 o'clock there. Yeah, I had the live set for 7 o'clock like I always do. And then I realized John Wilburns didn't come on till 6. I got to thinking, what the hell's going on here? And then I realized the rest of the world changes the time zone, and we don't change time zones here in Arizona. I don't do any of that set forward, set back bull crap. Same time year round. NSB Custom Cars. Howdy, Lee. How you doing, buddy? So I guess now I'll be doing my lives at 8 o'clock my time on Friday evenings. Doesn't make any difference. Just here to hang out and have fun. Starting to line out a few plans for the truck for stuff I want to do to it over the winter. Maybe get it to hook up better and go faster. Dougster says daylight savings time, fall back, spring forward. Yeah, I think it's a joke. What's happening, Dean? Jim's, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Welcome. Ho, 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 too soon. Jabo says he hates it. You must be talking about the whole daylight savings time thing. Yeah, I never could make any sense out of it. This project says we almost stopped this year, but it was dependent on all the surrounding states following suit. Pennsylvania screwed it up for us. That sucks. Stickers should be here on Tuesday. Thank you. You're very welcome, Colleen. Yeah, I thought that turned out pretty good. Peckerwood Customs. How's it going, Aaron? Good morning. On your side of the world. Dougster says no talking about Santa till after Turkey Day. I know, right? And it wasn't even Halloween yet, and I was getting promotional emails for Black Friday sales. They push that shit sooner and sooner every year. Good to hear it, Aaron. Chavo says, Morning Wood. Dean Stevenson says it's the reindeer stuff I'm worried about, Dougster. It's the 10th reindeer, Olive. Olive, the other reindeer, used to laugh and call him names. Rudolph got ran over by a turkey. There you go. Unfinished project says the tree and lights may or may not have been up since Christmas of 99. Yeah, I've gotten lazy before, not taking the lights down till like mid-February. Too much other crap going on or whatever. Dougster says Black Friday has a different meaning to me. I'm out in the woods hunting the mucho tasty deer. I know, right? Rudolph got slapped with some illegal writs. That's funny. Yeah, they gave him a DUI for running over grandma. Martinis. That'll get him drunk. Dean Stevenson says, sounded like a good hit, Tony. Right? Could be. To write out some lyrics for it. Grandma had hoof marks across her face. Now we'll call her Grandma. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's creeping up on us, ain't it? What do we got? Month and 2 weeks, month and 3 weeks, something like that. Dougster says, make my martini dirty. Olive juice in the martini. Shaken, not stirred. It's a reindeer thing. Colleen says, does anyone here have experience with an '05 freestyle constantly going into limp mode accelerator pedal? It could be. Have you gotten the codes pulled out of it? If it's going in limp mode, it's got to be throwing several codes. That would be where I would first look. But a pedal position sensor could certainly cause it, among a whole slew of other things. Never had a martini. My neighbor is 90 and still likes a few martinis. Unfinished project poll: turkey or ham for Thanksgiving? Well, we usually do turkey, but I like a good ham too. Asking for Wendy. Yeah, there's a 3 dozen things on that car that could throw it into limp mode. But yeah, absolutely, a pedal position sensor could cause it. It's an expensive part. I certainly wouldn't just throw it at it without diagnosing it first. Turkey and ham. There you go. Just hell with it. Just go for broke, right? Paint it to the stripe. Turkey or ham? Yes, that's my answer. Hey, how's it going, Functional Histories? Good to see you, man. Colleen Tebow says, UP, we do both. Danny Boyd says, 202 valves, say everything, Dean. Turbo Tom says, we always have both. Dougster says, Dan, if you're going to have a martini, make your first one a mucho expensive one. They're much better. Cheap ones taste like lighter fluid. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, what's happening, Nathan? Good to see you. Finished project says the work truck had a loose wire connection causing the pedal to go away. I've seen things like that happen. Too bad. I'm trying my hand at Electric Victor today, listening as I work. Right on. Colleen says I told Wendy to look in the junkyard for one, but they struck out. Yeah, the problem is too, even if you change the part, it's not going to come out of limp mode without some sort of user intervention with a scan tool. Not going to get around the computer diagnostics. It's a sad truth with these modern cars. Got way too much money invested in those frickin' tools. Danny Boyd says, at Dougster. That's good, which I will heed no well liquor garbage, kind of like Patron versus Mezcal, right? $1,000 scanner needed. Yeah, if you're lucky, you can get one for $1,000. Fucking things are expensive. Use no meter to check the pedal. Yeah, you can very well do that, but you're still going to need the scan tool to clear the codes. Scan tool is your friend. Yep. Blame the French, limpet mine, limpet mode. Hey, Mohawk, good to see you, buddy. Dougster doesn't care for tequila. I don't mind tequila as long as it's top shelf. I can't stand cheap tequila. I wouldn't use that shit for drain cleaner. Checking resistance is always so relaxing. Yeah, if I knew a little more of the backstory on what was going on with that Ford Freestyle, I might be able to shed a little bit of light on the subject. But what it's doing, when it's doing it, how it behaves before it goes into limp mode. I ain't drank any hard liquor in years now, probably. Every once in a while, I have a Jack and Coke, and that's about it anymore. This project says I don't drink anymore. I don't drink any less either. Dino, I heard that Brandy is a fine girl. What a good wife she would be. Do you still like a couple of beers? I agree with that statement. Colleen says, I thought Wendy and Don would have joined by now. Yeah, I haven't seen them. They were in John's. I haven't seen them come in here yet. A couple of beers too, nothing like it used to be. I can't drink like I used to. If I tried drinking now like I drank when I was 20, shit, kill me. One thing I do not like is friggin' hangovers. Mohawk said Don said he was tired. Don's in bed. Well, they're missing out. Oh well. Actually, I haven't seen Don and Wendy in here in 2 or 3 weeks. Doctor says, as a matter of fact, I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. Yeah, that was a good song, Doug. Yep. Australian firewater. Yes, slur. Yeah, maybe I'm just on too late for Don and Wendy. Maybe I pissed them off. Hope not. Ballot of $40. I'm not far off from going to bed. It probably says I've got to go myself, shower, and get under the covers. Yeah, I got to do brakes on the ass end of a 14-wheel or 16-wheel dump truck tomorrow, so I probably won't stay on real late. Unfortunately, working on these trucks, and a lot of the times I got to work on them on the weekends. Most of the time, I got to work on them on the weekends because they're running all week. Colleen says 10:16 here. Yeah, it's 8:16 here. 8:17 now. Oh shit! It's Tony's time. What's happening, JB? Good to see you, brother. Get that turn signal switch figured out. Exactly 15 hours behind me, says Peckerwood. Everybody's saying hey to JB. He's a popular guy, isn't he? Ain't seen Lars. Ain't seen Lars in here yet. Hell, he don't want to spend the money. Well, I guess he don't want brake lights. That sucks. You got to be able to get that damn thing warranted if it's only a couple years old. Did you determine that's what it is, though? Didn't get lucky with a busted wire. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, there he is. There's Lars. JB and Lars in the house. We're in trouble now. Personally, I find the nonsense funny. I enjoy the shit out of watching it. Because JB's little shop, you are much smarter than you realize. I agree with that statement, Dean. JB is not a dumb guy. Not even a little bit. Nope, it's the dang truck. I can't make the guy do what he needs to do. Oh, shit. Well, you know what they say, brother. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Lithium grease and yellow tape for knife handles. Little do you know. That's a custom job, Mohawk. You can ride a horse down a trail, but you can't stop him from taking a dump. That's no shit. Lars is shadow banned. He said a trigger word, Holly. Also, you can lead a man to logic, but you can't make him think. My spin on the old saying. There's a lot of truth in that, Dougster. Oh, crap. You guys have already watched that one. We watched them all, JB. Every last one of them. Mohawk says, Lars, are you sure that tape was torqued to 35 foot-pounds? Some people can't be helped. And sharper, too, right? How about that timing that was just a little off? That thing was clearly 180 out, JB. Did you see that one? Some. Lars could open up a tire shop in Mississippi. Tars by Lars. That's a good one. Big fat tars. Yes, he is. Heck yeah, Dan. Link's pinned up on top. If any of y'all want to join in and help out with the nonsense. Hint, hint. It's always fun having JB and Lars jump in here. Some people can't be helped. Stupid is for ignorant. Stupid is forever. Ignorant can be fixed. Period. Yeah, that's a fact. What I always said is, a dummy's got room to learn. Fucking idiot can't be helped. Ignorant can be fixed, but stupid can't. Ignorant just means you don't know. Stupid will never learn. That's a fact. You know, it's funny. The 451, it's in my truck. Sat on an engine stand for 6 years after I built it. Never ran. I put that some bitch on the run stand. Well, you all saw the video. First fire up. Thing turned a half a revolution. It was alive. It's not that difficult to get the timing dialed right and give it some fuel and they run. You can't fix stupid, but duct tape will muffle the sound. There you go. I like that idea. duct tape over that yip. The Dougster.
Have no fear, the Dougster's here. Tony, how the hell are you?
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm finer than frog hair. Holy wow, it's JB.
Dude, look, I don't care about, I know you had bad experiences, but damn, it's a pain in the ass getting on this damn line.
Well, I'll tell you what, Echo followed one of you in.
Well, cheers, gentlemen.
I can't hang out long, man. It's dinner time.
Dinner time?
This is dinner.
Oh, shit. No.
Just kidding.
1 minute.
Tony's having dinner too.
Let me clean you all off.
Ow! Hey, stop! Ow! Ow! Mom! Hey, JB, are you gonna lick the napkin like my mom did when I was a kid?
There we go. Well, dude, I'm just a loose lug nut.
A loose lug nut, huh?
Yeah, we got echo going on.
Yeah, it followed one of you guys in.
Yeah, hang on. Let me come back in. Well,
I think JB's doing another transmission swap.
Yeah, he picked up another 700 off a marketplace for that Blazer. The Echo is still here too, so it's you, Dougster.
Oh man, you want me to back out and come back in?
Yeah, maybe try and make sure your Echo cancellation.
Fine, I'm leaving.
Well, come on back. Yep, Colleen, Doug, you have the Echo. Yeah, the Echo followed one of them in, but they come in almost simultaneously, so I didn't know which one it was. That'll fix it. Just drop it. Yeah, sounds like a CB. I got a couple of big radios that got nice echo boards in them. Dougster is ringing the bell again. There he is.
Echo.
And there's the Echo. Echo, Echo.
Is it this room? I bet you it's the room I'm in. Here, let's go in the house. We'll test this theory. What do you think of my kitchen? Better?
It is better. Nope, I'm echoing.
Android has a bug that causes echo. Google is working to fix it for now. Please wear headphones to avoid echo or use another browser. I just got a message on my phone.
Oh, shit. So StreamYard's fucked up. JB!
I don't know what fucked up.
It's StreamYard. Dougster and I just figured it out. It's StreamYard.
Yeah. So how bad is the echo for everyone? Is it tolerable, or should I just go into the chat?
It sounds like my Galaxy 99 radio.
There you go. Dougster, man. This is, I mean, I've seen 2 or 3, and honestly, this is first time I get to interact with you face to face, and that's cool.
Thanks. I think you're a really sharp cat, yourself there, JB.
No, I'm a dumb man. Way back.
Nah.
Every man brings something to the table, though.
That's true. Dan says, I like the Echo.
Nice. Like the Echo. Should I bust out some radio voice? Oh, right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tony's Hot Rod Garage Friday night live stream. Now, gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Ember.
Oh, crap.
Nice. I've got some pretty good sound shaping software on this computer too. I can do some pretty cool shit with it.
Oh, wait a minute. I have echo. Check it out. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Welcome to Martin US 131 Dragway, where we're going to have top fuel dragsters and funny cars. You'll pay for your whole seat, but you'll only need the air.
I've got the opportunity. Let's go for it.
Breaker, breaker, 19. Mercy sakes alive. Looks like we got ourselves a convoy. But by the dark of the moon on the 6th of June with a Kenworth hauling logs. Cab over Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We were headed for Bear down on I-10 about a mile out of shaky town. I said, calling all trucks, this here's the duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down. I think I know the song.
Yeah, I love that song and the movie.
Yeah, don't worry, he did it.
So I've always wanted the rubber duck hood ornament for my hot rod, and I found one at the Chrome shop, and it's like $200-300.
Yeah, they're expensive.
But
just beat the No Name Nationals. That thing is floating around.
Yeah.
Check out what I got.
There is an award that circulates.
Can you full screen me, Tony?
I can.
Wile E. Coyote hood ornament.
Nice.
Now that's cool. That's cool.
It's metal. It's heavy.
Uh-huh.
It's two-piece. It's kind of poorly put together, but I bought it out of East Bongo Squeegee. I had to ride the boat for like a month, but yeah, I got here for like $20.
That's cool.
That is going to be the hood ornament for Shop Truck.
Nice.
And I actually didn't mean to segue into that. I just had it out, so that
Yeah,
worked
that's
out
fine.
great. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, rumor has it Two Hacks Jeff got one of those coyotes that he's planning on doing something with, similar to that one that you've got.
Live from the cave. Nathan.
Danny Boyd says, I actually sound like CW.
Yeah. You could, Tony, yeah, you could actually pull it off. All right.
Now we're really in trouble. How's it going,
Lars?
Lars?
How the hell are you?
Good.
Cheers.
It's going good. Every day.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell StreamYard did. I saw that notification too. It's got something to do with the phones.
Yeah, like Google's working on it or something. I don't hear any echo, and somebody said that I'm live from the cave, but I wasn't echoing, I guess, at least not for him.
You
Am I coming
are
in
not
clear to you,
echoing.
JB and,
Your
Lars?
being part of the chat is causing everybody else to echo.
I see.
Yeah, because you're on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are on a phone, though, ain't you, JB, or you're on a laptop?
Yeah, we're on the phone.
You're on the phone.
I just muted our mic for a minute though. Still echo.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what. I don't know. It don't matter. One or both of you is doing it. Something that's Google or StreamYard or somebody fucked up, you know.
Well, everything's clear as a bell here on my end.
Hell, if we're gonna cause trouble, we'll do it straight face to face.
Okay. Let's
There you
do
go.
this.
StreamYard is trying to sell cheap lawn equipment. Where do you stash the 53-footer with a reefer, Dougster?
Pinch
I
your
got
head.
one The wife is on my ass. The wife is on my ass, so I don't spend enough time with her. So I gotta go do that.
I appreciate you stopping.
You,
Coming in, saying hey, and
to answer Dean's question, you stashed the 53-footer with the reefer next to the 53-footer full of rolling papers.
Here's how you answer Dean's question. What the
I
hell?
do not have headphones, Nathan.
So you getting ready to put that transmission in the Blazer, JD?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Let's put that trans in the Blazer.
Bet you're looking forward to that shit.
Well, I'm hoping it works out. If it don't,
Yeah, I'm pulling for you.
if it don't, I'm gonna
Beer run.
share the Lord.
Blame it on Lars.
That's all right.
I didn't say it was Lars's fault. I just said I was going to blame him.
I said blame it on Lars if the transmission don't work.
Sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
You son of a bitch.
Dirty birds.
Don't mess with Lord.
He'll kick all your asses.
You think we're man? Watch this guy.
You'll never see that.
I think it's in Tony's head.
What's that, JB?
I think the echo's on your ear, man.
The echo's on my end.
Yeah.
I am live from the cave.
No, I'm talking about Tony.
Oh.
Nope, I just muted myself and everybody was still echoing.
Don't let him fool you. All that computer stuff still ain't working.
It's the damn Bible.
That's my bro.
No, it's got something to do with the phones. It's, they did some update and broke shit as usual.
Yep, Larry was sleeping on the job again, and the things went to hell.
Well, that's the thing. 9 out of 10 times the updates don't fix nothing. They fuck shit up.
Yodel, yodel, yodel.
Holy wow, I thought I was at the Grand Ole Opry.
Excellent answer. I'm impressed.
Somebody will make you dizzy.
So how's your transmission swap going, JB?
Hell.
Hell, you gotta be a pro at it by now.
Yeah, but me and Lars both just, me and Lars sitting back there looking at that thing going, I don't want to do this shit no more. But I'll tell you one thing that does crack me up is YouTube people. I mean, the Facebook people. That I got on Facebook again and was trying to explain these 2.8. Dude, they come out of the woodwork like a bunch of damn hornets. Now I'm just looking at them, whatever. We'll play. See? Squirrel!
Squirrel! Where?
Hell yes. Milli Vanilli blamed on the Lars. Yeah. Danny Boy says I haven't had a transmission out of the vehicle in like 5 years or so now.
Well, I've got to finish pulling my 727 off of my 413 so I can get that put up on my engine stand, because I plan on cleaning the block, painting it, and then starting to build my 413.
Nice.
I got 440 source aluminum heads with comp valves and springs. I got a nice set of roller rockers. So I got some nice stuff. It's going to be a low compression 413, but I think it'll hump pretty good. I'm hoping for 450 horsepower.
Right on. What cam are you going to put in it?
Hughes Whiplash.
Good choice.
All this echo shit is on Tony's end.
Nope, it is not.
He sounds fine. I sound fine. The only one that don't sound fine is Tony.
Right there.
It's because the echo is coming back from one of the other devices.
Turn the damn YouTube shit off.
See, no echo.
But when you turn your mic,
Tony sucks. Oh, it's hey.
No, I muted you guys, and the echo went away. See, watch. I muted Dougster, and there's no echo. Say something, JB.
it ain't me.
No,
listen.
it ain't you. It ain't
me.
It ain't you. I thought it might be both of you, but it's not. It's only Dougster.
What the fuck?
Because watch.
You me.
See, watch. Now, I'll unmute
What the hell?
him, and I'm going to mute you, JB. And there the echo's back. So it's Dougster. It ain't playing nice with his phone.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, well.
It's been happening quite a bit lately.
Yeah, Colleen. See,
Do you want me to try going inside again?
It does. It's not where you are. It's the browser on your phone.
Yeah, that's right. But I was just wondering if the echo of this room is making it more.
No. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It's an electronic echo.
It's got something with the app.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, Colleen, see, JB is echoing, but he's not the cause of it. Just like I'm echoing, but I'm not the cause of it.
Colleen, you stalking ass woman. You didn't hurt all the time.
Watching this live and Functional Histories playlist to help watch hours. That's cool, Tom. I do that too. A lot of the times I know a guy needs some help with watch hours. I'll let some bitch run overnight playlist.
Guys, you want to see some really cool stuff? Go check out Lot Burns's channel. He's got some way cool stuff. He has a 67 or 68 Charger that's black, and the paint looks like it's a foot thick. 440 5-speed car called General Patton, and that thing is bad ass.
What's the channel?
Lot Burns, Laut Burns, like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He's done like a 53 Dodge Power Wagon build, and that was really amazing. A restoration done before, like YouTube.
Is his avatar the ass end of a Mustang?
Yes, red Mustang.
He's only got 19 subs. Let's check him
I'm
out.
one of
See
them.
if he can
Yeah,
earn a sub.
check him out for sure. Check him out for sure. The guy's got great stuff.
I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pin his link here.
Very cool. Yeah, his friend has like a 68 or 69 or 70 Bahama Yellow Roadrunner that they just dropped off to the Dustless Blaster.
Sweet.
Yeah. And I guess Lot doesn't think he's going to paint it Bahama yellow again. I don't know. Roadrunner and Bahama yellow don't look bad.
Sure like that Dodge Carryall.
Yeah.
That's
That Dodge
badass.
Carryall is badass. And guys, it looks good from the outside. Like you go up underneath it, and it's just as beautiful underneath that it is on top. Clean, perfect. Used, like there's signs of it being used, but it's unbelievably clean.
Well, I subbed him, I liked him, and I threw that video on my watch later list so I can go back and check it out. And then I pinned, I didn't pin it, but I threw up the
He's
link
done
here
some videos on early Hemi stuff, pulled out a Chrysler Firepower Hemi head, and then he pulled out a DeSoto Hemi head and showed us the different. No, I do not have two windows open, Danster. It's just me on the old phone.
Said, what Jimmy's little shop you ain't familiar with Colleen L. Peckerwood says he's got 20 now.
Right. The guy is really cool, and you can tell he's been playing this game for a while. His friend Sal,
I'm gonna definitely go check him out.
His friend Sal has a 57 DeSoto Adventurer in black and gold, and it is expertly restored. And it is.
Oh, it looks like Colleen knows him. She says he's always in our lives. I talked to him into posting videos. Sweet.
Yep. Thanks to Colleen. I jumped on the bandwagon too when I seen that he finally posted stuff. Yeah, because he was just very interesting to talk to, and you can tell like this guy knows his stuff. So I was excited when he actually started posting videos.
Oh, Danny Boyd says, "Oh shit, Lot just started a premiere."
Oh, cool. Couldn't have said it better myself, JB. You got JB muted?
I didn't. Did I forget to unmute him?
Or is he just messing with us?
Oh, he muted himself.
Oh, okay.
I would.
He's having a chat though.
It says I can't. I tried to unmute him. It says you cannot unmute this guest because they chose to mute themselves.
What the hell? No, I'm talking to my wife. I'm talking to my wife off camera. Damn, dude, give me a break.
That's why he muted.
Well, all I see is JB.
Oh shit! Hey, we got Junkyard D in the house. Tell Mr. Burns to get flown away. Then I might sub.
He's gonna lead you down the wrong path and everything. That's what he does best.
That ain't no Ford.
Ford? No. Ford. Funky off-road driving.
Yeah. Whatever you want to say. I think it's fucked up on race day.
Failure on race day.
Driver returns on foot.
My favorite, fuck our ride died.
I've never heard that one.
That's a good one.
Fuck our ride died.
I've been giving you freaking, I've been giving.
But I'm equal opportunity. So Chevrolet, cracked heads every valve, rattles, oil leaks every time. And then Dodge. Dad's old Dodge goes everywhere.
I won't disagree about the Chevrolet situation.
Here's another one for you, Dougster. For Chevrolet, cheap, hardly efficient, virtually runs on luck every time.
I can't do the Pontiac thing, but the Pontiac
Yeah. Sure can't. Well, you can once.
No.
Oh, shit, his premiere is over already. I was gonna share it in here, but it's over already.
But yeah, I've been giving Jeff all kind of crap about his phone. I said, David, you just quit working on that thing, it might run.
Be nice, Danny.
Be nice. I'm always nice.
Danny Boyd said, fucked over rebuilt Dodge.
So you had to start off as a Mopar and get worn out first.
Turbo Tom says, have to replace the camera. 6.4 Hemi on Tuesday. Ouch.
Yeah.
I've got a crap ton of them on old saying. It's not political correct nowadays.
Everything goes. I don't subscribe to that politically correct bullshit. We got Blake, Bad Tree Blake in the house. Hey, buddy, how's it going, man?
Hey, Blake. All right, guys, I got to jump out of here. It's time for dinner. It's been a long day.
Well, it was nice actually talking to you in person, as close to we can be, but with you, JB.
Well, I'm sorry, man.
Enjoy your dinner, brother.
I'll do better.
Take care, man.
Y'all take care. Seriously, man. Y'all have a good night.
You too, man.
You too.
Enjoy your evening.
You do the same.
What the hell happened there?
And then there was two.
And then there was two. 99 bottles of beer on our wall. 99 bottles of beer.
Take one down. We'll pass it around. Well, if you got 99 bottles, why would you pass it around?
No shit. Dean says, JB will stop. I like space, been a pleasure, but I get hit by a bolt of lightning again. Oh, shit. My own personal adrenaline rush. Well, we used to say it a little different than that, but that probably would create problems for the channel if I said it. The dog knows.
Yep.
I do like that one from Mopar, my own personal adrenaline rush. That's cool.
Oh. I like that for Mopar too.
Yeah, that's badass.
I always like massively overpowered, accurately reliable.
Mm-hmm. That too.
Because
old dogs go everywhere.
Yeah, old dogs go everywhere. And I mean, they always ran most of the time and ran good. They just never got good mileage.
Right.
Even with overdrive, they got better mileage, but they didn't get very good mileage.
Shit, my 71 Charger gets better mileage than my 96 Ram.
Well, yeah, but it's also, what is your 96 Ram scale at, and what does that Charger scale at? I bet that Charger's 3,600 pounds.
Ish, yeah. It's a small block car, so yeah. And that Ram is 5,000 pounds.
Exactly.
I ran across the scale one time with that little truck. Full load of diesel fuel in the bed in the slip tank. My 28-foot RV on back, load of tools on the way to a job site, set up camp for half a year. I rolled across the scale at 18,000 pounds with that little half-ton truck with a 318 in it.
Wow.
So anybody that tells me a 318 can't, bullshit.
Bullshit. It just takes a little longer to get there.
It can.
How did that thing pull a grade for you? Or did it just get scared and run away?
Second gear. Second gear. Pull.
Second gear and touching the floor. Second gear and foot to the floor.
Oh, yeah. But she'd go. She did it. I pulled that RV all over this fucking state with that little truck.
Nice.
It didn't usually like me for it, but it did it.
There's a guy that comes to the vintage motorcycle show at the Gilmore Car Museum near me. And he comes in a 72 Travco motorhome, and it's got a 318 in it. And I thought they all came with 413s like mine. I scrapped one for that's the power plant for shop truck. And I was talking to him. I go, how do you like your 413? He goes, I wish I had a 413. It's a 318. I go, how's that thing pull a grade? He goes, oh, it gets scared and runs away.
No, this thing just knuckles down and goes to work. Gets about 8 miles per gallon doing it.
Yeah. A friend of mine used to, when the first time when gas got insanely expensive, he was the 24/7 scrapper. I mean, no matter how the chips were stacked, if they were making money on scrap, he was scrapping. If they weren't paying shit on scrap, he's scrapping. Whatever he can do to make money, scrap. And he used to drive a big block Suburban everywhere, towing the rig and everything. And I'm like, why do this gas is $4 and $4.50 a gallon? Why? He goes,
big block gets better mileage.
The big block gets better mileage for the application because he can count on 7 miles per gallon everywhere, every time. Makes sense. Thanks to the torque.
I've built 440s in Dodge trucks that got 18 miles to the gallon.
It can happen. Yes, it can happen.
All on how you build it and how you drive it and how you use it.
I've heard of Imperials getting 22, 22, and that's a freaking yacht.
They'll get north of 20.
Crap, a friend of mine bought a 65 Grand Prix in Oregon and drove it back to Michigan and was pulling down 20 miles per gallon with it.
The 318 can be built pretty easily. It's part of the RV a lot better. Yeah, 392 stroker.
Yeah, oh yeah. But this is really sadly, they're not the RV engines are not powerhouses. As a matter of fact, my 413 in my garage has the same valve train in it that came in the 318 RV engine. They called it the high performance 413.
Right. Turbo Tom, I gave up on scrapping. I only scrap gold now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you get anything out of. Steel prices are so damn low, it's not even funny until you got to go buy some.
I don't like get loads together on purpose, but when you break stuff, you generate stuff, and eventually you got to take a load in. But it's like, I give it to my friends who actually do this all the time.
Well, the 360 swap would be the way to go because that added stroke will give you torque.
Right.
For wanting to pull, you want that torque.
Well,
or you could take that 318 and throw a 4-inch stroke in at 30 over and you got a 392.
Yeah, 390. Yeah.
390 would be the stock bore. 30 over, it's 392.
Ah, gotcha.
I've been contemplating for a couple of years doing that with a 96, either doing a 392 with the other 318 or find me a good 360 core and do a 408. Because it'd pull better and it would get better mileage. And I don't mean a radical fucker either, just some decent heads and a good low end cam.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got torque with Mopar. We've got torque on our side anyway, just simply because of the small block heads exhaust port.
Right. What's happening, Dennis?
If Junkyard D really wants some power in that B250, big block swap it. Yeah.
You know, when I was a teenager, I knew a guy that had a B van with a factory installed 440 in it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to have that van today.
Sit in that thing and he kicks it down and you hear that thermoquad moan right there next to your pop.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I had a Dodge van that was a conversion van. It came from Arizona, but it was set up for a big block, but didn't have a drive line. And I ended up putting a 400 in it, in a 727. And that thing was a lot of fun.
Yes, exactly. But it would be more cost effective to just 360 swap it. Oh, indeed. You could find a good 360 for not a lot of money.
If they're Magnum engines, you'd be really surprised how not much different a 318 and a 360 really is.
Horsepower difference is 10.
Yeah, horsepower different, drivability different.
Yeah, the horsepower difference is 10, but the torque difference is more than that.
Yeah, yeah. No replacement for displacement, of course, but I mean, you're not losing a lot. I was really surprised with my 99 Durango when I read up that the 318 Durango was the best tow vehicle versus the 360.
Well, the 318 is 220 horse, the 360 is 230 horse.
Yeah.
Factory
10 horsepower. But what was the torque between the two?
I can't remember. That's why I'm not going to lie. I'd have to look it up.
Okay. Was it substantial or nominal?
Wasn't a lot. Here, I'll look it up now, just for the hell of it.
Yes. Why don't you look it up, Tony?
Since we're sitting here talking about it, I might as well.
Inquiring minds want to know. So I've got Shop Truck's frame back in the shop on the hoist, and I cut apart Parts Truck's frame and took a section of that frame rail, and I'm cutting it down to plate the inside of the frame rail on Shop Truck's frame. So I've got most of the stuff out of the way. I got to take the gas tank straps off, and then I can start cutting this thing down so it'll set inside. It almost fits right now. I got to start. I think I need to take a 1/4 inch off the whole top of it. Then I got to figure out, I'll drill all my holes and put everything back on. Good night, Mohawk. Yes. Yes. Thanks to all our vets out there. Land of the free because of the brave.
Okay, so the 5.2, the 318 Magnum, 230 horse at 4,100, and 295 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000.
200, almost 300 foot-pounds of torque on a 318.
295, and the 360 is 230 and 345. So 50 more foot-pounds of torque.
That's huge.
Yeah. It's not huge, but it's enough that you'll notice it when you're tugging.
Well, I was just going to say, that'll show up on your butt dyno.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly enough, with my Durango, what showed up on my butt dyno, and I didn't expect it to, was when I put a inch spacer on my kegger intake. And yeah, the first time I hit the throttle, I was like, holy crap, that registered on the butt dyno.
Hey, there's the cat.
There's the cat. Were your ears burned in there, Teflon Don? He's like, where's Don? He might have went to bed.
4.7 Durango is a gas hog.
4.7 Durango is terrible, and I would never, ever, 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 ever own one.
The
10 miles
4.7
of timing chains can suck my cock.
piece of shit. The 4.7 is a piece of shit engine, period.
4.7's a piece of shit engine, for sure.
Best thing you can do with that motherfucker is Hemi swap it or 360 swap it.
Yeah.
Twist them Mopar Dennis because the swirl port heads is very similar. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong name. One-eyed cat is in bed. Oh, it's Wendy. Dawn is in bed. It's Wendy.
It's Wendy.
Wendy phones dealer. Shop truck's frame will sleep with the fish plates.
Yeah, so
Danny Boyd says a 318 probably revs better. They will.
Yes. Yeah, the 318 does rev better. I mean, those stupid things bone stock will like rev without floating the valves to like almost 8,000 RPM. It's ridiculous.
Well, the cast pistons typically fly apart about 6,800.
Oh yeah.
You put forged pistons in them and they'll rev. And that's the same with the 360.
You can take one of those 318s and really wind them up like that once, maybe twice, and then they're not happy with life after that.
That's why I like 383s and 400s because they rev the same way with forged pistons in them.
Yes. Yeah, I want to get my hands on a 400 block for my 451 build.
You got lucky with that 4.7, Dennis. They don't like the Arizona heat worth of shit.
I've never owned a 4.7 myself, but I've seen a lot of timing chain issues with 4.7.
We're in trouble now.
Junkyard, what's going on?
What's up, guys? I'm on my so I don't know. Echo is 3 times that.
I'm gonna mute you again for a second, Doug.
All right.
Say something, Junkyard.
How's it going, everybody? Happy Friday.
Sounds good. No echo came with you. It's still all the Dougster.
All right.
Blah 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 blah. Oh.
He's all acting a fool. We turn him back on.
I can continue it. Blah 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 blah.
All right. Randy says, Tony, I got an 05 freestyle that goes into limp mode. Can anyone help me out? Well, you're really going to need a scan tool because you need to know why it's going into limp mode. There's so many variables.
Right. There's no like, oh, it's limp mode. Do this.
How does the car behave before it falls into limp mode?
Bye, Junkyard.
We lost Junkyard. Never seen any with issues or man. 270,000, no issues ever touched.
See, it just goes to show there's good and bad in all of them. Maybe all the ones in Michigan were just all the ones built on Monday.
Or Friday.
Or Friday. No, I mean, I'm sure there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. I used to have a 83 Olds custom cruiser with a 307 in it. And I was told by a guy who worked at a very large local Olds dealer, if they made them past 25,000 miles, they'd run forever. And there was a whole bunch of, Olds 307. Oh, yeah, we drove on 20,000 miles and was dead.
Wrong button.
Back.
I'm back.
Right on. Welcome back.
All right. So I missed it because audio wasn't so.
Oh,
You're
gotcha.
cutting in and out. At least on my end.
How about that?
We can hear you. I can hear you.
There.
Oh, nope, it's cutting out again.
Cutting in and out.
360, big block, black stuff. No, I don't know. It's been on my mind a lot. I really want to build that van and do it right. So, kind of what I'm contemplating. I got there. Yeah, I could pull it out. 18. You go get a magnet, swap it in there. Go big block. Options are in.
Options are endless. Yeah.
The intent, keep it low, like all, but you know how that goes. You start with that down here, and, you know, up on you. Budget.
All that nice torque would be perfect for towing with that big block, though.
Right, and that's what intent is to throw the car in back 5,000 pulling, you know.
I mean, you've already got the springs for it. You probably don't even hardly notice a car on the trailer behind you other than, oh, hey, I look in the mirror, there it is.
Right.
That Charger needs to get off my ass. Oh, wait, that's my car.
Yeah, I was joking with my wife all the way to No Name. 1,400 miles, this asshole in a 78 Dodge riding my tail.
I'm about to step out and have a word with him. I hit the brakes, he hits the brakes. I go, he goes.
I back up, he backs
He
up.
backs up. It's almost like he knows what I'm doing, man.
Reminds me of that scene from Christine. He's backing up too.
I love the scene where Christine heals herself.
Yeah.
Which basically they had hydraulic cylinders that just crushed itself. They just played everything in backwards, but it's still creepy and cool.
Tim Windsor, welcome, man.
Windsor? Yeah, I was just talking. This is the other line. Yeah, he's in that movie. I'm like, come on. You know, like we're talking
that movie.
car chase stuff. I was like, you had to. But he does have stuff. So maybe.
A couple weeks ago, I watched Vanishing Point.
Oh, yeah.
That's one you gotta watch every now and
The
then.
naked hitchhiking chick.
Yeah.
Well, all the guys were sitting around the shop one day. We all got done with work and they're duffing around in the shop. And the guy who owns the place, he actually he won a big screen TV at work. So he hung it up in his garage. And we were talking about car movies. And I said, you guys ever seen the original Gone in 60 Seconds? No. Oh, check this out. Yeah. That car chase is awesome.
Yeah.
The one scene where they ram the cruiser into the 6 sedan DeVilles parked in front of the Cadillac garage. Toby Halicki owns 6 of them. And when they rammed into it, it still damaged 2 more cars because they slid together.
Looks like Wendy is taking over Don's computer.
That's right. One-eyed Wendy.
Yeah, one-eyed Wendy.
One-eyed Wendy.
So what is this crazy freestyle doing to you?
Okay, when you're driving it and you hit the gas pedal for speed, you try to get some speed, and then it, like, the car don't shut off. The engine's still running, but it will not move, and it goes. It's like you have no power steering,
does it? So it kind of acts like the gas pedal's disconnected.
Well, I can hit the gas pedal, but the car don't move. But the thing on the car, like
The tack.
goes up.
Yeah.
Like-
So the engine revs, but the car don't go.
Yes, and I have to put it in neutral, shut it off, and start it back up.
Yeah, something's going on. Something's going on with the transmission. Sounds like it's second or third gear starting. That does sound like, yeah, like it's going into limp mode. But the question is, what's causing it? The only way you're going to find out is you got to start by pulling codes.
I mean, I have a code reader.
Okay, what are the codes?
The engine light comes on,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a code reader. Don puts it on, and it don't show anything.
The light's on, but it's not showing any codes.
No.
So for some reason, the code reader is not communicating with the car.
Colleen told me it might be the alternator, or not the alternator, the pedal.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier being a pedal position sensor, but it's not. If the engine revs, it's not.
Yeah, the engine revs, but it will not move.
Yeah. Yeah, the engine revs, but it won't move because it's in the wrong gear. The transmission isn't going all the way back down into first gear.
Like if you hit the gas pedal to get up some speed, that's whenever it goes into that limp mode.
Right. And then it kind of feels like it's just got lead in its ass.
It's like the car don't have any power.
Right. It basically acts like it's got lead in its ass. It's just sluggish. Right? Would that be a good description?
Yeah. I mean,
Like
where I work, I only work like 3 minutes from here, or 3 miles.
Uh-huh.
And the other day I went to work and it shut off on me 3 times. And where Don works, it's farther. So I let him take the van, and then he comes to my work and picks up the Ford, and I bring the van home because when I get off work, it's dark out.
Right, right. Start by checking all of the fuses. If you got a fuse that's blown, that's got, an ECM or a PCM or a TCM fuse that's blown,
Mhm.
that could be why it won't communicate with the scan tool. Colleen here has a good point too, and I've seen this before. Some of the cheaper code readers won't read trans codes.
And just for shits and grins, clean your battery terminals.
Yeah. Grounds are a big deal on Fords
Yes.
too.
Yes.
He's took the throttle body off of it on the top or whatever. He's cleaned that with gas and that, but it's not working.
Yeah, this does not sound like it does not sound like an engine problem. It's not an engine or a throttle problem. It's an electronic problem that's throwing the transmission controls into limp mode.
And I'm just afraid I'm going to get hit in the rear end.
Well, yeah, if you can't get out of the way, that can happen.
Well, it just goes into slow motion, like it don't, no power steering. And it just stops slowly, and I gotta shut it off and turn it back on.
Yeah,
But no codes. That's what's strange.
Well, she said the light's on, so there is code, but the code reader won't pull them.
The wrench light the wrench light comes on whenever the car shuts off,
Uh-huh.
and the battery and engine light comes on. But
Does
when I
the
shut it
engine
off,
light or the
turn it
wrench
back on.
flash as you're driving before it goes into limp mode?
No, it don't do anything. It just like bucks and everything shuts off with the engine.
You hit a bump and then something happens?
Nope.
Okay. I thought you said you hit a bump and then.
Oh, she said it
car.
bucks. She
Oh,
said
it
it bucks.
bucks. Gotcha.
And I called the junkyard today to get a pedal or whatever it is, and they don't have any Ford Freestyles in there.
Yeah, and to get that part new, it's probably $300 or $400.
I mean, there's only like 115,000 miles on that car,
Right.
and it's a third seater. It's a nice car, and we don't have the money to buy a new car.
Who does?
Yeah,
I
who
want to get
does?
it fixed.
No, you don't need to buy a new car. It's you got to find the root of the problem. It's going to
Gotta
take some
find the root of the
digging.
problem.
And we've been fighting with this for a couple of years now. We cannot figure it out.
Years?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Hey.
What car you got?
And today I called the insurance company and put full coverage on it just in case someone has me on the asset.
Right. Then you get a new one.
Yeah. And for me to
If
get
you
full
don't get
coverage
killed.
on it's only cost me $32 a month.
Don't buy a new car. I got to agree with Dan on that.
Yeah,
Brand
do not
new
buy
car?
a new car.
No, I don't plan on buying a brand new one, but newer than a 2005.
No green grounds. I agree. Green death is not allowed in my wiring.
Do you have any good diagnostic shops around you? Have you taken it to a shop? This is something that's going to need some advanced equipment to find the problem.
Oh, was that for me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I said, have you had it to a shop, or are there any good diagnostic shops around you that you could use? This one's going to take some pretty advanced equipment to get into it and find out what the hell is going on.
Somebody with a really nice scan tool.
Yeah.
Well, there's a college, Penn College down here. My sister-in-law bought the same kind of car, but hers is 2006.
Yeah.
And I called him and messaged him because the college students down there work on vehicles like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I called him today. I've messaged him. I want my car fixed. And he's never got back to me. I mean, I have the money to pay for it. I just want it fixed.
Right.
Right.
I mean, if I take it to a shop, they're going to charge me all that labor. But if I take it down to the college place, all I have to do is pay for the parts and the time.
I'd roll the dice and let the kids got to learn on something.
Yeah, down to college.
Right. Yeah. At the end of the day, somebody's going to put a bunch of time into it, and you're either going to pay for it or you're going to find somebody that's got the equipment,
right,
and is willing to do it, like a college student or something, for a discounted rate. The trouble with problems like this, when you bring it into a shop, and, as a professional myself, you got to pay for the time it takes them to find it. Sometimes they find it in an hour. Sometimes it takes 10. That's the trouble with these modern cars.
Well, when Don got home from work today, I was telling him about it. What Pauline told me I needed, he searched it up. He couldn't even find it.
Nothing's cheap anymore.
No, nothing is.
No. I mean, for the love of Mike, we're paying $40 for 5 quarts of oil. Remember when you could get oil for $5 for an oil change?
$1,000 a drum is what I pay for it.
Holy wow.
Oh yeah, hi Dee. I think he froze.
Who froze?
Dee. Oh no, he's moving now.
Can you guys?
As long as we're echoing, Dougster's still here.
Hear me?
You're cutting in and out, Junkyard.
Okay.
Yeah, your sound comes
Yeah,
and
you've been
goes.
cutting in and out this whole time, Junkyard.
Oh, that's why I know. Question.
The
That's
scary thing was, for the right amount of time when you were talking, we picked up just enough to know what you were talking about.
Exactly.
I'm like,
You said that's an old 5, Andy?
Is that an 05, Wendy?
I think that's what you said. It was a 2005 Ford Freestyle.
2005 Ford Freestyle.
maybe
I'm here
Right.
now. I'm
Valley.
looking.
driver.
You went in and out. I don't hear anything.
That part.
And I told Don I got full coverage on it today. I said, go out there and smash it. He's like, I can hear the deal. I said, go right ahead.
No, don't hit the deer.
Oh, they're good meat.
Yeah, well, only the other side of what you hit it. I once had a deer hit in front of my house, and DNR officer let me keep it, and I had to throw away half the deer because it was so bruised from the accident.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go. If you
But
clean
it's
it
still
up
free
good,
meat. Hell yeah.
if you clean it up good enough, you can grind that baby into hamburger.
Is that where Don is? Don?
Oh yeah, we get a lot of roadkill around
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Deer are definitely a problem in Michigan.
If it does turn out to be your pedal position sensor, you're going to be in trouble. I have a wholesale account with the largest factory parts distributor in the country, and they do not show a listing for that part.
So if it's the pedal, what is it, Tony?
I don't know.
What do you
Can't
mean
get
I'm
it.
in trouble?
You're in trouble because it's unobtaining them. What I just said is I have a wholesale parts account with the largest factory parts distributor in the United States of America. And they do not show a listing for that part.
Yeah, Don couldn't find one either.
These guys don't show it.
O'Reilly's didn't have it.
Oh, these guys are bigger than O'Reilly's. They don't sell to the public. They just sell to professional shops. Yeah, no listing for an accelerator position sensor. And so what that means is, one, Ford just quit making it, and there's not enough demand for it that the aftermarket's going to show support. So that's a good sign that it's probably not that. If it is that, you have really, really, really bad luck.
I'm surprised there wasn't a recall on that crap.
Well, I'm just saying I don't think it's the pedal position sensor is your problem. It doesn't sound like that's your problem. You have transmission electronics problems is what it sounds like.
Yep.
But
Something's
if
not
I
communicating,
accelerate-
something's not working right.
But if I accelerate to go faster, that's when it bumps and kicks and shuts the vehicle off.
But you said the engine stays running,
Yes.
and the engine will rev when you hit the throttle.
Yes.
Then that tells me the throttle or accelerator pedal is in fact working. If it was not working, it would not rev.
Right.
Right.
something else is your problem.
With it, the bucking and everything, it makes me think of taking off in second or third.
Yeah,
Like you said earlier.
that's what it sounds. Well, if it's
It's
going
not.
into
It's like it's not kicking into gear. Like when the tranny kicks in, like first, second, third.
You feel it shift?
No.
No.
well, it sounds like it just lays down and falls on
Yeah,
its
it
ass.
just lays down.
Doing this.
If I hit the gas hard,
Peckerwood
That's-
found
it
one on
does it.
eBay for $133. It doesn't sound like that's the problem because the engine would remain unresponsive, and it's not. It responds to input. The rest of the car doesn't. So your gauges and everything remain working, correct?
yes.
It just won't go. It just won't move.
Nope.
Does it kind of act like you got your foot on the brake and the gas at the same time? Is that what
Yeah.
it feels like?
Labored, it does not have any power.
Yeah, like it's got lead in its ass.
Like it's got lead in its ass.
If I hit the gas, the RPMs or the speed armor runs up, but nothing else on the dash.
Wonder if it
Yeah.
has a fuel filter, or is it of an era where they did away with the fuel filter?
No, it should have a serviceable fuel filter on it, but that doesn't sound like a problem either because the engine responds.
Responds.
This thing
without
is starting
yeah.
out, it's either starting out in the wrong gear or the transmission is binding for whatever reason. It sounds like it's going in, she's right, that it's going into limp mode. And it's, usually when they go into limp mode, they say third gear start. And, that's to limp you home. I'm guessing it will move, just not very damn quick.
Right.
No, as soon as it goes into limp mode, it slows down.
Oh yeah.
The steering wheel is like it don't have any power steering. So if I'm going to go around the corner and it does it, I can't even straighten the wheel out.
So it gets hard to steer also.
Yeah.
Sharp edge and plug well tearing the boot, otherwise causing a short arc. Wonder if another cylinder's tricking ECU. I never really heard of that happening. Well, there's some sort of RF interference, like you mentioned here, or voltage leak, high energy voltage leak from the secondary ignition system. It could be screwing with the electronics.
Hello?
Hello? Now I can hear you.
All right. We got this. It's horrible. Oh, so I'm trying. A new sign? Oh, like.
Is he talking sign language?
His
Oh, I'll go on.
microphone keeps kicking in and out on him for some damn reason. Oh, now the whole
Too
thing
bad.
kicked
I
out
really
on
want to
him.
hear more about a big black van.
Yeah, I know, right? He's
My
got some
favorite
cool
van bumper
shit.
sticker. Don't laugh. Your daughter's in here.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's old.
Oh, I know. I know it's not new.
Phone chargers make a lot of RF. Yeah, they do.
I don't have a phone charger hooked up.
What's your take on this, Turbo Tom? You work on this stuff day in and day out. on this
Yeah.
Stuff. He might have some good insight.
Right? But he's
But he's
also
going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you. We need to get a scan tool talking to it.
yeah. Gotta definitely see what the hell's going on.
You need to be able to talk to it. And it's probably going to take more than just a code reader. We need a full-on scan tool.
Right. Turn this on, turn that off. Oh, hey, this is not responding. Okay,
Right.
What system is this part of? Okay, it's that sensor. All right.
Turbo
it just had a little
says
glucose
possibly
on
a speed sensor in the transmission. Yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense.
Yeah, it isn't getting the right info, so it's trying to adjust itself accordingly, and it's freaking itself out, putting it into limp mode. Good job, Tom.
But the problem is you can sit here and throw parts at it till you're blue in the face.
I agree. Test, not gas.
Right.
Do not fire the parts cannon.
It needs, you could go broke in a heartbeat doing that.
Oh, yes.
And never solve the problem.
There's
100 different reasons why that car could be doing that. And, without bidirectional communication, you're just not going to find the answer.
Or wouldn't it be embarrassing if you threw the parts cannon at it, replaced everything, $1,000 in parts later, and it was a scuzzy negative cable on the battery?
I've seen it happen.
I have too.
How do you fix the speed sensor in a train?
Replace it. Usually, I just replaced one in my Dodge truck. I have a 545 RFE, and I changed the input sensor. The input and the output are the same, and it literally was a 10-millimeter bolt. Unplug it, give it a little twist, pull it out. That's it.
See,
okay.
Tom's on the
parts,
same
put it in, 10-millimeter bolt, plug it in, done.
But steering quit at the same time, check the battery connections, check for scuzzy grounds.
Scuzzy grounds, yes. Clean battery connections are huge because the more corroded they get, the less contact patch they have. And then that's where you have, and then all of your power could be going through this one little spot that's still making connection. And it can cause all sorts of problems. Resistance.
Oh, absolutely. I want this fleet of dump trucks that I work on. One of them is a 2008 Kenworth T800 with a Cummins in it. It had an overcharging condition.
Okay.
Intermittent. It would be fine 1 minute, next minute the damn thing's putting out 18 volts and pissing off all the electronics in the truck and everything else. And I chased it and went through everything and couldn't seem to get it to behave. So I went back to the drawing board and I disconnected everything between the charging system and the batteries. Cleaned them up, dielectric greased them up, bolted them all back together, and guess what?
Right as rain.
Problem away.
Problem went away.
So
nothing even looked wrong with it.
So
everything was tight. Everything was clean. Nothing visually failed any kind of inspection.
But it just needed a little TLC.
Yeah.
Strange.
And to this day, I don't know which of the 10 connections I disturbed was the problem.
Yep. Yeah. What was the magic bullet? I don't know.
Yeah, but we got it done. I went through everything that pertained to that system, scuffed them up clean, greased them up, put them back together, torqued everything down, including the battery cables themselves, all 4 of them. The truck has 2 batteries in it. Problem away.
Problem went away. Well,
it was a foul connection somewhere, and that's,
But you got it.
Tom is the third one here on the board that agrees that it could be something as simple as a shitty connection somewhere.
Well, I mean, here in the rust bucket that is Michigan, it's not uncommon for us to, if we get ourselves a $1,000 beater, to just run an extra ground right off the rip.
Oh yeah.
Just find get a brand new ground cable, tie it into the negative side, and ground it to a usable piece of metal just to have that extra ground.
When I lived in Wisconsin, the good car went in the garage early September, late August, and I'd buy the first piece of shit I could find for $200 or less. Drive it for the winter. When the springtime came, it was Roadhouse. Flip the keys to the first bum I seen on the street.
Nice.
Keep it, it's yours.
Thanks, dude.
I love that movie.
Now he was
Yeah, I
talking
just
about-
buy a cheap piece of shit, drive it for the winter, and give it away in the spring.
Oh yeah.
Or
Or have something great to run in the field.
Yeah.
Now he was talking something about with the tranny. Do I have to take the tranny out of that, or is
No, you'll be able to access the speed sensors if it even gets that far. You can just lay underneath the vehicle, get up next to the transmission, and reach up in there to wherever it is.
I believe the Ford Freestyle is a transverse mounted front wheel drive, so it's going to be under the hood.
Right.
But
I could do it.
either
Just
way,
leaned
you
over
shouldn't
the.
have, as far as replacing external sensors.
Well, I think my Ford Freestyle is supposed to be all-wheel drive. But
well, it may not be transverse mounted then.
But on the dash, it has an all-wheel sensor light that's been on it since I bought it.
Well, that could be a lot of things too. Again, without having bi-directional communication with the vehicle, it's shooting crap. If you got in with that college, I'd keep kicking that cage until you get a response. You're gonna need some good diagnostic equipment to get attached to that car and get it sorted. Otherwise, you're gonna put hundreds, if not thousands of dollars through a parts scanner.
I call it a death trap.
You call it a death trap?
Yeah, because I have to drive it to work, and then Don picks it up where I work, and then he takes it home and drops my van off. That way I don't have to drive it home in the dark.
Drive the 5-barrel.
Oh, that's down too. The 1-barrel is not feeding, it's locked up or something like that.
Oh shit.
So
I'll put another 4-barrel on it, make it an 8-barrel.
Well, he has that barrel he won from what the hell's his name? Max Webb. He's gonna put that in his 440.
Stole it. They took the recoil off, I think, because I had my kennel sticker on there. I can't even pull some. That sucks. Fuckers. I hate thieves. Peckerwood says it looks like the speed sensors are at the wheels. Those ones are probably for the ABS, Aaron. Turbo Tom says it's a CVT. Oh shit. That car is a CVT. You could have some major transmission problems. If that car is a CVT, then yeah, you won't feel it if it's constantly variable transmission. You're pissing in the wind until you get a good scan tool on it. That's the best place to spend your money is get it properly diagnosed, because you will just continue to flush money down the toilet playing a guessing game. At least if you pay to have it diagnosed, then you know what the hell's wrong with it.
Right.
Get something back for your money. You know, you just throw parts at it and it doesn't fix it. Well, you don't get shit back for your money. You just lost it. Colleen is going to jump out. See her on the next live. Have a good evening. Thanks for being here. Best way to give him max wedge when he pulls our pants from behind while he's sleeping. Do it now. That's fuck that. Wedgie. Yeah, you gotta find somebody with a scan tool to get these answers. That's the best advice I can give you.
Okay.
Don't just throw parts at it. But the one thing you can do that could yield results, not cost you anything, is, you know, like we said, go through all the battery connections and ground connections.
I guess that's why you don't own a Ford.
What's that?
I said, I guess that's why you don't own a Ford.
Well, I have the equipment to properly diagnose the car. The problem is there's 3,000 miles between us.
I guess you had to own a Mopar or a Plymouth or a Dodge.
Well, the modern anything can do this. I will say the Fords tend to be worse when it comes to electrical issues.
Yeah, pain in the ass.
Chevys and Mopars and even the Japanese stuff is just as bad.
Any vehicle will be bad. Depends on what it is.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, anything that's got 15 frickin' computers on it, you know, electronics give issues.
I asked my son if I could use his BMW. He's like, is it going to be a long time or a short thing? I said, I don't know. Depends on when we get it fixed.
Right. Yeah, my wife's got a 2015 Chrysler 200 turbo Tom with 36 computers. Yeah, the 2015 Chrysler 200. Every once in a while, somebody's gonna want to start. Never throws code. Never does nothing. Every time I put the scan tool on it, nothing in the computer. Whenever I try to work on it, it behaves perfectly fine. I hate intermittent problems.
But I have full coverage on it now. I just hope someone hits me in the ass then.
Just don't get whiplash.
That's okay. I'm going to go to work the next day anyway, so it don't matter.
10 years ago, my wife had an 07 Honda and some asshole in the Dodge Durango never hit the brakes. Stuffed the trunk into the back seat of that car. To this day, her back ain't the same. So careful what you wish for.
Right.
Yeah, I fuck a bunch of getting rear-ended. If You see him come and dive out of some bitch.
Yeah, when I drive back to work, I'm always looking in my rear view mirror. See who's going to get close to me.
Yeah, that's something I thought of, Tom, too, is taking it into a dealer and having them make sure everything's up to date on it. It runs great. The hell's it got 130,000 or something on it now? I've had it since it had 18,000 on it. Every once in a while, it'll click and spin, or even sometimes it'll spin and it sounds like it ain't got any compression. And I try it again, it starts right up and runs like a top. Freaking weird. Now when I go to work on it, it won't misbehave. But I did think about that software updates. It's the 4-banger. 2-4. Yeah, I know. Actually, one outstanding that I have to get done on it. Flashes and new cat and OP Center are all for free. On the 15th? Damn, I'll have to look into that. Ringo. Yeah, Tom, it's the C4.
Well, I'm going to jump off here. I got stuff to do.
All right, Wendy.
Sorry
we couldn't put our finger on it, but maybe we give you some ideas anyway.
I'll let you know if I get it fixed. I'm still waiting on my Ford guy to call me.
Cool. The Dougster disappeared. Just FCA wanted to avoid DTT emission failures, so parts are all covered. Tom said all the dealers received a skid load of cat. So did they have cat problems with those cars? It's never thrown a cat load. The dreaded PO 420. There he is.
Did you miss me?
Of course.
Of course.
Wendy's eating Pringles and I'm sitting here eating red wine.
You ever eat black licorice, Tone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Gotta be in the right mood for it, but yeah.
I like it. My wife hates it.
We used to go up to a town up north. I do living history stuff. We camp like period correct for like 1800 to 1840. So white canvas lodges, we dress the part. We're living history. And there's a guy who's a trader, and he has a whole candy shelf of the glass jars with the lids, and he gets licorice made fresh for every show. And it's so fresh that when he takes it out with tweezers, it's falling apart. It's awesome. Red and black.
I forget who had it last year, 2022, no name. Somebody had some really freaking good black licorice there. I forget who the
Real
hell
thick
gave it.
stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Looks like bow tie, kind of.
Yep.
Yep.
I forget who the hell it was that gave me that. But it was good.
They've got other stuff that's called like Wiley Wallaby or something like that. And it's chunk black licorice and regular licorice too. And I'd say that they're ring finger size chunks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You know, something to get a good gnaw on. Yeah, I just went in. Lady Dougster made chili today, and I went and had a bowl of chili. So
did I.
Wow. It's chili night, huh?
Yeah, I started it last night about 8 o'clock.
Nice.
Yep, cooks in the crock pot overnight.
House smells great in the morning as you head off to work and you know you're in for a good supper.
Uh-huh.
I know exactly what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I got a pretty good chili recipe. If I do say so myself.
My secret ingredient in chili is Bloody Mary mix. Hot and
It's not
spicy
very
Bloody
secret
Mary
anymore.
mix. What was that, Tone?
It's not very secret anymore.
Ah. Like somebody else doesn't go, Bloody Mary mix? Wow. I used to buy Tabasco brand Bloody Mary mix with horseradish, but that's gotten a little expensive these days.
Doesn't surprise me. What hasn't? Remember Max Wedge. Max Wedge for Dawn. Turbo Tons is because of new gas coming soon. I don't even want to know.
Oh boy.
It's going to wipe
What,
out
you
the
gonna have
gas.
like 30% ethanol?
Well, they better drop the price on the shit then.
My aunt had a boyfriend in the early 80s. This is like 81 or 82. He had bought a Panther Pink 70 Hemi Cuda from one of the Grand Rapids little used car shops. And nobody wanted to buy the car. The salesman would say, "Do you want to come look at the pink car? It's pink. Yes, it's a Hemi car. It's pink." nobody wanted the pink car. He didn't care. In like 1981 or 1982, he paid $10,000 for a Hemi car.
Oh shit.
No shit. Panther pink, white top, white interior. And I remember my mom ran a hair salon. I'm a little kid, and they're getting my aunt ready to go. And I'm watching TV in the living room, and I hear something awesome outside. And that's that pink Hemi Cuda. He come to pick up my aunt from my mom's shop.
Nice.
I talked to him probably 10 or 15 years ago. He still has the car, and he said that they had to put head gasket spacers on it to lower the compression ratio to handle the new gas of that era.
Yeah. Turbo Tom says it's at 15%.
I'm not surprised.
Some of it around here is already at 15%. It was 10 for a long time.
If that shit wasn't so corrosive and I'd have to build a whole specialty fuel system to handle it, I wouldn't mind running my big block on E85.
Right.
I'm not opposed to that idea.
Runs cooler.
Runs cooler. And it's 110 octane, but it burns slower.
Yeah. And it's highly corrosive.
Highly corrosive. My friend, he didn't care, had like a 85 Chevy truck, ran it on E85, ran fine, just less mileage.
Oh, yeah. Mostly old parts and Russ Patrick. That's what he runs in his.
Well, there is more power with the E85 versus the gasoline. There is more power to be had, but it takes more of it to make the same chooch of gas.
Well, any of your alcohol-based fuels are that way.
Oh yeah.
Methanol's the same way.
My friend's Roadrunner, that ran on alcohol, had a blown 440 in it, and we had a science to it. When we were done for the day, you had to help him drain the car. It always ran on alcohol, Sunoco alky.
Mm-hmm.
And he could pull it up to the end of his driveway, back it into his driveway, pull it up so both tires were sitting on the asphalt, shut the fuel pump off, and he had enough fuel in the system to back it into his garage. One shot.
Nice. Dry out the carb.
And dried out the carb. And then he had Schrader valves up on the fuel system, and we had ball valves and Ys at the very back. We had 2 catch cans on either side, opened up the ball valves. Yep. So I was on the backside, 2 catch cans, ball valves. I pointed at him. He's already putting air to the carb side and blowing back. And yep. And then we had a drain for the gas tank. And she was empty of fuel every time we put her to bed. Basically, that was a race car with license plates.
Yep. Anything with a yellow gas cap can run you 85. Any of your flex fuel cars.
I don't know if it's going to cost me more mileage. Yeah, I can get more chooch, but I don't know. A little more chooch, but still your mileage is down. Why wouldn't you just run? I think my 07's 07 Hemi Ram's flex fuel capable, but I don't think. I want to run on that.
I had a 2012 200. The touring car with a 3.6 in it and everything. It was a flex fuel car, but I never ran 85, and they don't sell it around here.
Right.
That car was a fun little car. I miss that little bastard. Wish I would have never sold it.
Fun cars that I've had in my life, believe it or not, in bone stock form. My 83 Olds Custom Cruiser Station Wagon. What a great car. I actually enjoyed that car. Big tunable Oldsmobile. The second one, I had a 90 Bonneville SSE. Non-supercharged car. They didn't offer them with a supercharger at that time. That car was awesome.
The only thing that sucked about that 200 with the 3.6 in it was the torque steer.
Torque steer.
That son of a bitch had some mad torque steer.
The Bonneville didn't torque steer. She just hold her line and go. That thing was like 225 horsepower. That car was fast as fuck.
The 2012 200 was 285 horsepower. Now you think about it, a Chrysler 200 is not a very big car.
No, it's not.
285 horses. Substantial.
That was a Sebring before that, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was a Sebring.
Yep, the 200 is what replaced the Sebring.
I wonder if they still offer them as Sebring Pluses. Remember, yeah.
Turbo Tom says it's Saturday here. Good night. You have a good evening, Tom. Thanks
Bye,
for
Tom.
stopping in, man. Hanging out.
I like Tom.
I like that. I like that Model A.
You just can't hate a Model A, can you? Or a T for that matter. From a bucket to from a T bucket all the way up to a bone stock Model T. I don't hate them. I'm not a Ford guy, but you still got to go.
Oh,
yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I love them.
What I like about them is just the dead nut simplicity of it all.
What I like seeing even more is when somebody builds a T bucket and actually leaves a Ford engine in it.
Right?
You don't see that much.
We went to the Street Rod Nationals North up in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and there's a guy there with a T bucket roadster, and it had the 15-inch Mickey slicks on the back and skinny mini tires in the front, but it still had its like original style brakes on the rear axle, and it still had its straight up and down steering wheel with the underslung.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, it had this like 600-inch Donovan aluminum block, big block Chevy in it with a blower, and the thing was just, he never took it out of first. The whole weekend, I never seen it out of first gear.
Wow.
He just rattled that thing around and cruise it, and blower surging. It was awesome, but yeah, you could tell there's no way he'd light the candle on that.
Many years ago, I seen a T bucket in a local car show, one of them cruising nights at the Taco Bell. It had a 440 on it with the long ram.
Yes.
The last thing I remember about that car, I ain't kidding, I think I was 17 years old. It's been more than a minute.
And it's burned in your memory.
But the last thing I remember about that car was watching it go down Main Street, wheels up.
Nice. So
all you could see was the car standing up, and as it's going off in the distance, you can see both them 4-barrel, the chrome air cleaners on them. That thing was badass.
So here's a good question for you, Tony. What made you a Mopar man? What was the tipping point for you? Where did you say, I like Mopars?
You've never taken the time to read my channel description, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm sorry.
The year before I was born, my dad bought a retired highway patrol car.
Yes. Now I know
1974 Dodge Monaco with a 440 in it.
Yep.
That thing was his pride and joy. And he warmed the engine up a little bit, not much. It was mild. But I, to this day, can remember being knee-high to a grasshopper sitting in the front seat of that car. Because that was legal to put a little kid in the front seat back then.
Oh, yeah. Not belted in at all, probably peeking over the dash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Praying to God for yellow lights. Because when the light turned yellow, the old man mad at that motherfucker. And as I grew older, I realized that is a 4,600-pound car.
And that big block didn't care.
That big block didn't give. It had zero fucks to give.
I like it.
Yeah, that is the car that made me a Mopar man.
So, 2 cars.
He wrecked it when I was 10 years old. And to this day, I still am looking for a 74.
Probably kicking it down, probably putting it in passing gear through a yellow light.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd like to build. My dad's been dead and gone for 25 years.
Yep.
I would love to build a tribute car to him.
Oh, yeah.
The trouble is,
that car's red as hen's teeth.
That's my story. Everybody that you look at to buy a 74 Monaco thinks you want to build a fucking Bluesmobile. And they want $1 million for the goddamn thing.
Yep. Well, and quality ones are hard to find.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and it's, I like the Blues Brothers. I have nothing against the Blues Brothers, but goddamn it, I don't want to build a Bluesmobile.
Right.
Because I just want a 74 Monaco.
Yeah. Yeah. All I want's a 68 Charger. How come I just can't find one cheap?
Right.
Right.
You know, that's just, it is what it is. You know, maybe one day I'll stumble on one. Maybe I won't.
You never know what's hidden there in the great state of Nevada.
Yeah.
So, or Arizona, I meant. So 2 cars for me. First car, and I talked about this last week's live. My uncle has a 56 Dodge Royal Lancer. And it's always been, as far back as I've known it, it's always been salmon black and white. And it's a beautiful car. And my whole family and I were really heavily into the church in the 80s and 90s. And we had all sorts of big parties as fundraisers for the church. And one night we had a 50s night. So my dad had borrowed the Lancer from my uncle for the night. And Dad dressed up greaser style and Mom dressed up in a poodle skirt and the whole shebang. And they went to the party in the Lancer. So after the party, my uncle goes, I'll just park it at your house. I'll come get it. And it must have sat for the rest of the summer. It got put away in the fall, but it sat in our driveway. And I got to look at that beauty every day. Nice. Then that is the first car that made me want to be a Mopar guy. Second car. My dad's friend Larry had a 67 triple black satellite with a 440 in it on slot mags.
Nice.
Yes. And my favorite part was he comes over one day on a Saturday, pulls up in that car. I'd never seen it before till that day. And it took my breath away. I was just amazed. Anyways, he asked if my dad was home. No. Mom and Dad are gone. Oh, okay. I go, I like your car, Larry. He goes, thanks. It's got a 440 in it, and it runs pretty good. That's all he said. He didn't tell me any, his life story on the car, which most guys would have. But that car was bad to the bone, and I wish I had that. Those are my 2.
Yeah.
And it helped that my step-grandfather was a hardcore Mopar guy. Always had Chrysler. Right.
You see Junkyard G's answer to your question?
I drove a Ford once. That's why I'm a Mopar guy. I drove a Ford once. And I didn't like it. No, sir. I didn't like it at all.
Right.
I'll tell you what, I put a fuck ton of miles on my friend's Ford 300 inline 6 88 Ford with a 5-speed pickup.
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about a Ford 300 inline 6.
Oh, probably the second most bulletproof engine in the world next to the slant.
Yeah, the slant. I don't know. 460 Ford is a pretty tough engine too.
I put a lot of rod bearings in 460s.
Okay. Yeah, because most of the Chevy guys get in them and think they got to spin them to the moon.
I won't say it's a bad engine, but I have seen bottom end failures in them.
Right.
But a few simple mods and that doesn't happen anymore. Same with the FEs.
My friend has an FE in a 71 Ford F-250 camper special, 2-wheel drive.
390.
360.
60. Yeah.
360. And that thing runs like a Swiss watch. It is like when it's idling, you hardly hear it. Put your hand on the hood, you hardly feel it.
And there is no mistaking the sound.
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's that rat rod that I built for my buddy. That's what it is. It's a Cobra Jet 428.
Junkyard D is right. Ford is a perfect example of too many cooks ruin the soup.
Too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. Same. Yes. Well, all the engineers at Ford, they all got to be able to put their little, spice on there and whatever. And it all works harmoniously, but it just is so complicated. I helped a friend of mine do a brake job on a Lincoln Town Car. And why on earth would you run the brake lines on top of the frame rail and then sandwich the body on top of said unit? In Michigan. Yeah.
Did you see the Vice Grip Garage video, that E-Type that Derek bought?
E-Type?
Buick T-Type, Buick Regal T-Type.
Yes.
The one that sat in the storage unit for 22 years.
Yes.
In Michigan.
I know Michigan shit boxes.
It was a beautiful car. If you haven't watched the video, you should. It's a typical Vice Grip Garage 2-hour-long video.
Right.
What
the underside look like?
What's that?
What the underside look like?
Shit.
They don't. Go ahead.
See, the owner parked it in a sealed storage unit. But being as I spent several years in the Midwest, I know.
Oh, yeah.
What he did not do before he parked it. If he would have washed the undercarriage of that car.
The undercarriage.
But it wasn't, they never did. The frame was pretty bad. All the brake lines were rotted out of it. When you started talking about brake lines, that's what made me think of the video.
Yep.
I enjoyed the video. It's a beautiful car, and he's going to restore it. Maybe reframe it.
Oh, yeah.
But, fuck, the interior looked like it came off the showroom yesterday. The paint looks like it came out of the showroom yesterday. But they didn't wash the chassis before they put it in storage.
Wash it.
Salt never sleeps.
Rust never sleeps. No. Wash it. 1. 2. Keep the grass down around it. There's something about grass.
Well, it was on concrete. It was inside. It was inside a storage locker.
Oh, inside. Okay.
Yeah. For 22 years.
That's what saved it.
But did it? the interior and body was good, but the damn salt got to it. It was never properly washed before it was put in storage.
I'm used to finding pasture parked cars in a friend of mine's an old street rodder, and he's 85 and he's in a nursing home, but out on his property, like, he has cars that are literally, it's the car, door handles up. 66 convertible Chevelle, yeah, it's there, sort of, door handles up. 1940 Pontiac, yeah, it's kind of there, door handles up. And that's the same case over and over and over. So Michigan cars just melt away.
Yeah.
No, Wisconsin, no different, I'm sure.
No. Same shit.
Yep.
That's why I did what I did when I lived there. My good shit got washed
and put away
in the garage at the end, late fall.
Or even if you have to, cover it up and put it out back behind the barn, but keep it off the road.
Oh no, they got garage. But yeah.
It's funny, here in Michigan, you get a lot of motorcycle riders, and we don't normally get we'll get flurries and snow, but we won't get like snow on the ground and here to stay until after January. And we'll get some warm December days and warm January days, and guys will be like, "Ooh, the weather's just right, I'm taking out the bike." Not me, man.
No.
All that salt and shit on the road, I don't want that on my bike.
Fuck no.
Fuck no. Yep. My bike sits until spring.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I want to ride just as much as he does, but I got to know that it's rained enough to get all that shit salt off the road.
Yeah. Bikes rust too.
Bikes rust too.
It's like, it's the Titanic. It can't sink.
Oh, yeah, it's unsinkable. We designed
Made
it
of
so
iron.
well.
I assure you, it can sink.
Yeah. See what happens when you brag something up?
Yep. A lot of people died.
That's just a whole thing that just sickens me. They didn't have enough life rafts. There was still a pecking order, and basically the underlings were left to die. And man, really.
Yeah, they were
Life
so
force was
overconfident.
sent out with like
Wouldn't think
3
that's
people.
why they didn't have enough life rafts. They didn't want to clutter it.
Oh yeah, that would be too unsightly on the ship.
Fucking snotty bastards.
Worked on it for it and confirmed it.
That's just funny right there.
It really is.
And it's fucking true. Now the old ones I'm all right with. This modern shit. Yeah, it's like we were talking about Wendy's car, Fuck, I can't tell you.
Oh yeah. It used to be you could be like, oh, what is it doing? You hit the throttle and it stutters. Yeah. Oh, then it needs a fill in the blank, and then clean this while you're there, and then put it all back together, and you should be good. Those days.
No, that thing needs a scan tool put on it. Needs bi-directional communication. You got to get back and forth with that fucking car and figure out what it's doing. It'll tell you, but you got to have the equipment to get it to.
Right. And of course, your simple scan tool is only going to do the simple stuff. That's why you need to have it actually put on the whatever.
Yeah, it needs more than just a code reader. Hopefully she gets it sorted.
Right.
Yeah. Can't bus.
Okay. It's 12:30 and I am headed off to bed. So
Yep.
take
I was
care,
just
Tony.
looking at the clock here. I got shit to do tomorrow. I was thinking about shutting her down. So
Nice.
your timing's perfect.
Well, everyone in the chat, great seeing you. Thanks for your input. Tony, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
All right. I think with that, I am going to go ahead and shut it down. Appreciate everybody being here and hanging out Friday evening. It was fun, as always. And we will see you next week. Take care.